Hello and welcome to Aska. So, well, it was a bit embarrassing. We ran out of food, and at some point somebody had starved, and we managed to get them back. And yeah, I'm shuffling things around, and I'm trying to fix the problem with the food. So I've been locking things down. The idea is that this place is now just all for raw food, basically. The idea is only the people who do the cooking can get access to here, plus the actual warehouse worker themselves. So the idea is that the person from the warehouse, they should come over to here. So if there's anything that the gatherers bring, well, there's a thought. There's yeah, there's a lot of fibre in there. Crikey, what's that? Tons of fibre and feathers. Jeez Louise, that's a lot. But yeah, the idea is that let's have a look. See, so if we have a look here, I've got the gatherers can get access to this, which makes sense because they need to be able to. I don't know if that's not technically necessary because you would assume that whoever works here has got access to it, but I'm playing it safe. So they've got access. There's two people from the cooking hut. I do need to add another. There's another. I've added a new cook since. So somewhere in here, there should be another cooking hut. More barrack stuff, bloomeries, woodcutter. There you go. Hold on a tick. How did you get access to these? I've somehow managed to accidentally allow everybody. Crafting and food. So you don't. Oh, fudgesicles. I don't know. I think I must have. Maybe if you click that, but you don't select anybody, everybody gets access to it. It's very strange. Let's take them out. Right, now the market doesn't need access. The farm would, because they need access to the seeds. It's overly complicated when you compare it to, say, like Medieval Dynasty. I much prefer that sort of strategy because you can just go by the resource. You just have a look at the resource and say, look, you can either use it or you can't. Well, in the case of food, for example, you can actually just block everybody from, say, like eating vegetables. Well, so like you can't eat mushrooms, but you can eat mushroom soup, for example. With here, it is extremely complicated. This process. I'm not sure what they had in mind. I can see where they're kind of like coming from, but it's just too complicated. There's too much involved. So yeah, the raw food people need access to that. So that's the farm doesn't need access to this. Sheesh. So by default, basically everybody's got access to a building. And the only way I can think of doing this is blocking access to where the raw food is to force everybody to eat cooked food, which is only available in a specific warehouse. But it's overly complex. So anyway, we've got two gatherers there. I've got one at the cooking hut there, one at the cooking hut there. So there should be another cooking hut. Or did I miss it? Should be a cooking hut number 2. There, right. So we'll select them, add them. Right, so if you go back through this, so we've got 2 people from doing the gathering. We've now got 3 people from cooking huts. They look after the raw food warehouse. So they need to be able to gather everything from here and take it over to the warehouse, which only has raw food. And then we've got the crafting and food one. So the crafting one I'm doing because they need access to well, if there's any fibre here, for instance, any seeds. Actually, that's a thought. So the two farmers, like, yes, the farmers need access to it as well to get access to the seeds that are found. So there should be 3 farmers. The trouble is, I'm giving more and more people access to raw food, which is not what I want to do. So it kind of makes it complicated. But anyway, I need to go out there because there's a bunch of skeletons have just suddenly decided to turn up and cause mischief and mayhem. They'll be out there somewhere. They usually turn up just on the other side of this wall. If we can get this finished off and I can get some archers up, then things might go a bit better. Aha, there you are. Yeah, they all seem to gather up here for some strange reason. Where's the other ones? Yeah, it's quite amusing that they're all gathering up here. They're not even bothering going around to the front door, which has got me confused. I'm thinking surely you'd want to go after the gate. I mean, you can't get through a solid wall. Why not head for the gate? Surely you can attack a gate. Ergo, you go to a gate. Those trees looked actually like those trees. I was looking at these trees. I just caught sight of them. They actually looked as though they were something else, shall we say. That seriously threw me. Ooh. Now that's interesting. I couldn't block. Who's taking pot shots with a bow? Oh, the hunter. I'm assuming. Ow. Yeah, you take pot shots with your bow and I'll do what I can with my sword and shield. There's no sign of them. Why are you dumping a load of firewood? And how did you magically end up there? I'm curious. I'm curious to know these things. These are things I am curious to know. But no, I think something like just filtering the food out, for instance, would be so much simpler. It's a case with that, it's very, very simple. You just say, no, you can't have access to this raw food. You can eat cooked food, but you can't eat raw food. When you get into the more complex stuff like, was it like cherry pies, for example, in medieval dynasty, you can block them from eating those because you want to sell them because they make a lot of money. But this is it's a very, very complicated system. I get it because, I mean, I get the idea behind it. But it's, I mean, they could simplify it a bit if it was, let's say, instead of doing it on an individual basis, you do it for buildings instead. So it's a case of like, well, if you work in this particular kitchen, for example, then yes, you can get access to this building, or if you work in the farm, you can get access to this building. But it's not. Everything's on a per individual basis. So it's a bit of a pain because like I added an extra kitchen, and it's a case of I'm now going to go and repeat what I did for those other people in kitchens for this one individual. And it's like nuts. It's a lot more work than it needs to be. It's like I said, filtering on resources and saying you can or you can't have access to it is much, much simpler. But for now, this is what we'll have to do. So I've got it set up now. So I'm trying to expand the raw food one. I didn't realize I only had one person working on gathering, so I've now got two. I'm going to extend the storage of this. We're adding more capacity for raw food. Now, the trouble is, there's this stuff here. It's just sitting here. So there's a lot of food being made at night. But it looks like it's not being collected. So there's nothing in here. So who's working here then? All villages are allowed here, right? Okay, so we've got Freya. So cooked food tasks. So you can take any cooked food can be going in here. We're not bothered. Anything can go in here. No particular order. So $64 million question is, does Freya have access to this place? If she doesn't, then it's not going to work. Okay, so that explains a lot. So where is Freya? So now Freya can come along here and pick things up. Right, then lock this one down. Who's got access here? Right, everybody. Right, so the only people who should come here is the person who works here. Let's have a look-see. It's cooking hut. Right, so you can work here. So Gunhild can work here, can get stuff from here. Plus the two people who are working at that warehouse. Bloomery, fishing, cooking, crafting. Says Hedvig, who does the day shift. And there's Freya, who does the night shift. Right, so all of the food there has disappeared. And I'm going to hope Freya dumped it all over here. There you go. Yay! I was trying to build another one of these, but I don't think it's probably worth it. I was trying to see if I could squeeze one in there, but it's probably actually not necessary. Because that's a big, that would be a massive storage, and this is all going to go off. Well done, Freya. I'm impressed. You actually did the thing you were asked to do. You did it quickly as well. That is impressive. So if I have a look-see in here. So that is mushroom. Mushroom gets me a bit. Garlic gets me a slight amount. Fish gets me a lot. Cool. So in theory, what we should get is a lot more getting made during the night. Freya can then build up, bring across over here. I've got two people now working during the day. And at some point, I'm going to have to start adding in. I could really do with more field farms. I'll have to see if that builds up. I mean, because at the moment I've only got one person. Well, I've got two people working on this. I'm tempted to add more, but I need more people, and I need more because I'm down to. Ooh, let's have a look-see. I think I'm down to only two builders. Yeah, I need more builders basically. So I can get a lot more people in there. So I'll tell you what, I think what we'll do, that's what I was going to do, right. Let's see if we can track down, hello. Let's see if we can track down the woodcutter. How many woodcutters have I got? Because there's not a lot going on over here. Let's have a look-see. So they're currently not doing anything. Right, now, oh, they must have been taking a break. Right, so... So the priority is for sticks, thatch. Let's put those in high priority. Put those on medium. I think you can you move these up? Oh, okay. Does everything basically. Oh, we would get more storage capacity. Interesting. Right, I want them to focus on these things. Reason being... Ah, now that's a thought. How many can they store? They're not going to gather anything if that's full, are they? Now, how much capacity has it got? So it's only got enough capacity for 12. That could be part of my problem. Gotcha. That might make sense then. So let's tweak the settings on here. Oops. Right, we can split them. That might be better. So that way they'd never max out the storage with one specific item. And they'll focus on a bit of both. This place is not such a big problem. It's like just gather what you need, really. Food. Again, I don't think there's a priority as such. Yeah, so the seeds and what have you are a low priority. Everything else is just gather what you can. That kind of makes sense. Now, if we increase the capacity on this, I mean, this one is, let's have a look-see. If you upgrade this one, that could be useful. They can still carry on and do it, but let's just get these upgraded. It's going to take a while anyway, and there's no particular rush. I think I'll get them to upgrade the warehouse at the back here as well. So that's an improved one, so it allows up to 4 people. I don't think you can do anything there. It allows the placement of additional storage. See, that warehouse extension, as far as I'm aware, it wouldn't let me add anything else on there. So there's a simple bow. Why are these weapons lying on the floor? See, there's a simple weapon, a simple bow rather. Ah, is it because it's 2 of each? I've got it set to 2 of each. That's not what I had in mind. So there's a long bow, there's 2 simple bow. I'll pick them up because I can override that. Yeah, I mean, I'm allowed to override this. So let's have a look-see. What have we got? So that's a crude iron battle axe. So why was that not in the list? It's a simple bow and a simple bow. That I can understand the simple bows on the grounds that I have a limit of 2. Now that shouldn't be in. That's a pickaxe. It's that one. So that's a crude iron battle axe. Why was it not allowing a crude battle axe to be put in here? Or more important, see there, you can do that. It's quite, you know, it says you can pick up, put 2 there. Curious and curious. Crikey, are you like eating that much food already? Right. Anyway, let me put that away as well because I don't need that. We've got two stone knives. Let's put that away. I'll leave them in here. Someone will eventually use them anyway. Hopefully. Maybe. So that's my... Right, that's my shield. Okay, that'll do. Let's go to... I think it was over here I need to be at. Because I think I had a stone on me. Yeah. Right, so we'll leave them to get on with that. So there's some food piling up, waiting to be taken away. Hopefully they'll be getting on with that. What I wanted to find is the woodcutters. Because I'm wondering, have they got the actual proper gear? Because if they've got the old gear, it's like just your basic wooden axes. They're going to struggle. Oh, there's one there. Right, what have you got? Okay, so you've got a crude iron axe. I mean, what I could do is I could take that away. And it'll get destroyed over time. So where's the other one? So you're heading... There they go, over there. See if I can catch up with her. She's going to go so far along the wall and then she'll jump off. I would assume, unless she's picking things up. Oh, she's picking things up. Can I just have a quick conversation with you? Yeah, so you've got a main hand and you've got a stone axe for some reason. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, there's over here are birch trees, so they've got a remit to work around here. And that's where I've got birch trees. So I'm just trying to figure out, why is it we're not getting any wood delivered, and why we're not getting any tools made. So that's interesting. Okay, what's the problem? I suspect it's a lack of that type of wood, isn't it? Yeah. Let's have a look-see. So what are the crafting people up to then? So you do... So you've got a stone axe. So you don't have the right type of gear. I mean, you've got the iron draw knife, but you don't have an iron axe to chop things up. What about you? You're the same, you're limited. You haven't even got a drawn knife. Yeah, you have that. Why have you got a stone axe? This is bonkers. Well, actually no, I'll take these away altogether. I think I'm going to take them away and I'm just going to leave them to rot. Right, I shall go far, far away. Just well out of the area so that nobody picks them up again. Hopefully. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. All it needs is at some point to just like, put a flag up and it's like, oh yay, there's some tools here, I'll go and pick them up. It's like, no! Oh, we've almost finished with the cottage. Ah, cool. So I can start recruiting more people then. Right, let me head somewhere where we don't have a flag. That'll do, we'll just drop them off here. So they should wear away. It's just like durability. It can only last so long. So I don't mind using those ones, and those ones, and those ones for now. So what I do need to do is go back and make sure that they've got the right gear. So there's a gravestone I need to go and sort out. Ooh, interesting. One of the towers has been built. Cool. Now that might be because I've been helping the hunters and also by basically I'm like freeing up the storage, because if they don't collect anything, because the way I did it basically was I set up the warehouse over here and there's special storage here. That one there, for instance, it stores only the hardwood long sticks. That one stores only the hardwood logs. The trouble is, those woodcutters weren't collecting anything. I don't know why they weren't getting the long sticks, but I realised why they weren't getting these, because these were pretty much almost full. So if this had been full of 12 of these bigger logs, they would have never probably getting used enough. There's no incentive for the woodcutters to go and get anything if the storage is full. So now that I've freed it up and I've split the storage 50-50, they're going out and getting different types, which probably should help. They might be better motivated with the food as well. And some over there, there's some over there. Yeah, that's starting to build up as well. Pin that. So that tower there isn't of much use until I start getting the archers going. So that's something else I need to be thinking about. But go and have a look at this one. So if we open this one, you can give it a roof. You can also give it a horn. So by doing that, they can alert people to the area. So I'll go and tag this one as well, because I want this built. So I want to make sure that's known about. Don't even think about it. Right, so we've now got a cottage, so there's only probably enough room for 2 people. So I'm going to have to get them to make some beds as well. So is it this one, I think? Yeah. Right, so I want to put some storage in here. That comes under decorations, doesn't it? So let's put that in the corner. More beds. L for last. L for last. No, I don't think that could go there, could it? No. No, never mind. Right, so I can go and get some more people then. Because at the moment I'm stuck with only 2 builders as far as I recall. Yeah, I need more people. Right, so I should hopefully have enough for at least 1 person. Ooh, I'm 1 short. I think I might go and clean up the cycle. There's probably going to be some Drauger and what have you lying around, I would have thought. Oh, you see, you'd be good at... I haven't said that. I could do with somebody more for the crops. I mean, that's tempting, but... because that's what I need. I need more people to do more farming. Right, I think I'll go have a wander around and have a look for any Drauger, because I think there'll be like we had at least two attacks. So I mean, I may as well go and clear that lot out. But I still haven't. That's a thought. I still haven't fixed the or dealt with the crafting people. I need to make sure that they've got the right tools, because at the moment they're limited and that they can't make any they can't make new tools. They can just repair existing ones basically, or repurpose anything that's been already made. So that's a wooden stone axe. So I think we're okay for the clothes. There's nothing really there that I can see we need. Let's have a look-see. Right, what about... was that one over there? Yeah, I can see if I can get any more stones out of these. No. Fudgesicles. But yeah, I'm just going to have to go back and start making some tools, making sure there's just enough on spare, basically. I'll go around and check each individual, make sure everybody's got what they need. They're going to harvest that or not? Let's have a look, see. Because that's what I was trying to harvest. I think it got a bit confused because it was like, was it getting confused over the tree and the skeleton or something? I don't know. No. Right, that's a lot of skeletons I went through. But it should be better if these just keep queuing up at the wall here. I mean, oh, there's a stone there. Right, it's exactly what I needed. If they just keep queuing up at the wall and can't get in, then my life will be a lot easier once they get the towers built. Because they just seem to just run up against the wall and they just stay there. The problem is if anybody goes past them. It's like sometimes, like, I think the last time, I think one of the hunters went by and ended up, I don't think they managed to get away. So that was a bit of a shame. We lost one person in the last fight. Might have been one of the hunters. I think they might have engaged with them. Well, I was expecting them all to turn up at the doorstep as well. It's like, here's a gate. If you want to get in, go through the gate. But no, they just ran up to the wall and that was it. It was like, no, I'm just going to hang outside the wall. And it all went pear-shaped. Actually, it didn't go that bad. I mean, it was just, it was like one. I'm fairly sure it was actually the same person I lost originally, because I went through the first invasion and I lost a hunter. And I managed to get so far, but then for some strange reason, these save games got lost. Well, it only saves one particular save point, I must admit, but I think it was like 8 episodes I lost. I was just like, no. So I had to redo the whole thing again. So it's like, oh, for crying out loud. But it was kind of odd because I'm pretty sure it was the same person got killed in the second invasion attempt that I was doing. It's nothing there either. What about these two? Nope. But yeah, I think that's something I want to do then this time round, is to get the, if I can get the towers built, they can just, well, that's going to be a thing. I'm going to have to set up storage for arrows as well. I think it might be tempting to set up a storage that's specifically for the weapons then. Because one thing I remember with the archers is they actually, I don't know if they actually repurpose their arrows or maybe they just keep breaking or something. Maybe they've only got like a certain amount of durability. But they were forever sort of like asking, like, can you get me some more arrows? And it's like, I think I had them set to like create about like 40 of them or something. Make sure there's always 40 arrows. And yet they were forever running out of arrows. Well, that sucks. Of all of those, I've ended up with just one stone. I mean, it's usually the Draugr who have them as well. No. Fiddle-dee-dee. See, I mean, my whole plan was to be working on this outpost, and I'm just getting so distracted now because I need to get the food done. That's sort of like taking a top priority now, but then it's a case of, I think I've got that part sorted. What I could really do with now is just making sure there's the proper tools for people. Right, so where are the folks who make tools? Right, so is there any food here? Or is everybody eating it? Crikey, he's going through a lot of food, I'm just saying. That's why I think I'll probably need more farmers. Right. You need some mussels and you need some cabbage. Right, storage is full. Right, so where is... Right, who are you? Aiden. Oh, you're responsible for the fishing. So who's responsible for this place then? Hedvig. Where's Hedvig? Oh, you're taking a break. Yeah, this is the dilemma now. They've made all of that food and it's just queuing up, going nowhere. Until Hedvig gets involved, because there's Fend. Anybody seen Hedvig anywhere? That's Rolf. Asmund. Craigie, you've got a lot of things in your pockets, haven't you? Right, here's Anders. Anders is a night person. Your specialities are going to be fishing, fishing and farming. Interesting. Well, for now, I mean, I'll let them help with the building. Right, let's have a look-see then. There's nothing I can do about... I can go and grab some food. But I think what I need is... I need to sort these craft people out. Right, so we've got... Hang on it. Why have I only got one? Why have I only got one person working here? Why is Sif the only person working here? This is concerning. I could have sworn I had more than one person here. That is bizarre. Somebody's disappeared. Because there should be a night person there as well. Right, so if we do... stick Anders in there, and I'll go and grab whoever's in one of the emergency shelters. You're in the shelter, so you've probably been in there a while. Right, let's get that one and that one focused on. So why have I only got one person? That's got me seriously confused. Because I could have sworn I just gave somebody more items. Come here. Because this is nuts. They should have better gear. So Sif's working here. And Leonard's working here. Right, so you don't need the draw knife. Where's Sif? What's Sif got? You could do with a draw knife. I could have sworn I gave somebody a draw knife. Other than him. Oh, hold on a tick. Have I just given it the wrong person? That's Hedvig. Actually, I hadn't said that one. I just put it in there. There, you have that, but you don't have a proper axe. So what happened to mine? Even because I gave mine to, I think I must have given mine to Lennart then. Right, okay, so who's... Oh, G.SKILL. So you're good at that. You're good at handcrafted items. This is confusing. Let's put these on the defaults. Yeah, it would be good if you could sort these out. So, like, they're a woodcutter, but they're very good as a craftsman. It's not showing me the stats. I'm not saying the... It's kind of odd that there's no sign of the normal stats, but they are a novice, so they'd be good at... they spent most of their time harvesting wood. I need somebody who's good at crafting, but for night time. Oh, G.SKILL. Yeah, they're probably really good at by now as well. 44, I suppose. It's a possibility. Let's go back down. Yeah, it would definitely be good if you could just like filter out and say, look, show me who's good at crafting, and which person is, which people are day people, which people are night people. It would make life a whole lot easier, that filtering. This is, it's not really helpful at all, to be fair. Not, at least I don't think it is. So far I'm only seeing one person who's good for this role. Currently they're assigned to the barracks. I mean, they're a day person. So are they... Okay, so who was it then? There, so if we take fraud, so if we assign fraud here... Sheesh. I'm surprised, I could have sworn I had two. Which barracks was it? Ah, there's fraud there. So fraud's asleep at the moment. So they've got 44 in that skill, but they're a night person. So they can work here tonight. So I'll have to go over to the barracks now, and I'm going to have to find somebody who's good with a weapon. Right, so that's barracks 1. So it's barracks 2. Okay, that's interesting. What I assign... Alright, dismiss fraud from here. That's a bit weird. I could have sworn I assigned them to here. Where have you gone? Right, so those two are going to work here. One works at night, one works in the day. So I need somebody else to work in the barracks. I've got about 15 days to try and train them up. So let's see, we've got... Ah, right, so these shouldn't really matter, I suppose. See, Asmund is more of a bows. Lumberjack strength. See, that's another thing you see. It's like, well, who's good at... Now I've got to sift through this and see, well, who's going to be good at fighting. So again, you could do with like filtering out on people's skill sets. That's seems like they're already at barracks 2. Like somebody who's a veteran basically would be good. Right, so okay, so if we take Maver off the that's why I've got her doing the wood cutting. I mean, they're doing the fishing. So okay, so you're not so Iden's not particularly doing fishing because she's good at fishing. Yeah, so she's not doing what's best for her. So I need to assign Iden to here then. Where we've got it. Fisherman's House 2. Ah, right. Iden is the... she works in the market. That was it. Right, so she can work here. Right, so tasks. So Iden... I'll set her up as a bruiser because she's... Yeah, I'll set her up as a bruiser because she's... so she's got like bear strength. So I think that might help her. Which then begs the question who to assign to here. Somebody who's basically just not particularly doing anything. I mean, Anders would be useful down there, but he's a night shift person. So all I've got is just 3. I think I'll go and hire somebody else because I've got a bit of room. If I can go out and get the thatch. Yeah, if I can go and find the thatch, then that might help. We'll be able to get more beds up and running. Let's have a look. See. Oh dear, that sounded bad. Let's go for better. Oh, hold on a tick. Oh, sensitive to weather. So that's a negative. Oh, it's another night person. Okay, so they don't like getting soggy. It's c'est la vie. Right, where is my cart? I'm going to grab that because I need to go and get a load of thatch. Oh, hold on. Go and grab a lot of thatch and then we can hopefully start getting some more people as well. But I really need to try and figure out who needs what. Because I need to get them basically better weapons, better tools to be able to do the job, because we're not getting anywhere at the minute. I was a bit surprised. I could have sworn there was 2 people at that crafting place. So I'm not sure why we only ended up with 1. Because if you look at what puzzles me is this, it says, that just says 37 what? I mean, if you look at it based on happiness, the lowest's about 54. And I can understand, well, sure, he's only just got here, to be fair. Probably been a while. They're not, I know they're usually not happy because they're builders. Builders, it's nothing particularly exciting about being a builder in this game. So it's like, well, okay. Until I get them something better to do, they're going to be a bit peeved. Let's keep an eye out for thatch. As in that stuff over there. Wait your turn. There you go. See, you got your attention that you needed. Ooh, could you hit me? Sneaky. Oh, wow. I didn't see you there. That's clever. You sneaked up on me. Just grab what we can. Yeah, there's quite a lot of it around here, actually. That's something I should be doing, is getting them to put that, to grow the actual thatch. It's just food takes a bit of a priority. Right, just grab all of this stuff. I can take it all back because it's actually quite close by the main place. That's quite handy. Some there. But yeah, I think the next priority would be, well, who needs better tools? Who's got the old flimsy tools? I'm just trying to improve everybody's gear, basically. Put that in there. Right, so max that out. Right, okay. There's some there. I think there was some over here. So yes, I'm definitely getting distracted from getting what I wanted to do, which is the outpost, because I want to get that all up and running before we get to the winter time. So the idea is to have people actually living over there, making food, or even just getting the fish, and then I can export that up to the main base, and then they'll have even more food. Likewise, I can get them to either bring stuff down to them that they need, or gather things locally. Ideally, make the outpost as self-sufficient as possible, because the only thing I'm really interested in at the minute is just getting the fish up to the people at the main base. That way they don't starve, because you can get fish all year round. I mean, we get plenty of meat, but it's a bit of variety, I suppose. Oh, we're having a competition as to who can get there the quickest. Why am I not surprised? Ha ha ha! I won. Right, let's drop these off here. You're kidding me. They'd already done it. Oh, little sticks. That's just typical. I got all that trouble of going to get a load of like thatch, and it's like, it's okay, we've already got some. We don't need any more. Say no. Right, is there any in here? Right, so there's some in there. I don't know, that's interesting. Fiber and resin, but I can store reed seeds. How can I store reed? Why would reed seeds go in there? That makes no sense. Bizarre. Right, is there any tools that I can make? Having said that, I mean, there's no food piling up there. There's a bit of food piling up there, so that's not bad. Have we got any food? Because there's going to be more people working during the day than there is during the night, so there's quite a bit of food there. That's what I want to see, basically. I'm kind of like hoping that overnight they can, because I've got one cook running throughout the night, plus 2 during the day, we should start getting ahead of this all. So it's a case of, oh, well, we've got more food than everybody needs. Oh, fudgesicles. That's something I don't like about this. You can drink more like water than you actually need. I meant to gather that, not drink it, because it doesn't stop. Like there's 48 there, so I've drank as much as I can. Yeah, see, it's just going to keep going down. It's not stopping for some strange reason. So it's better to fill your flask and then drink from your flask. It's a feature. Speaking of features, what was I doing? Oh yes, right. So have we got any ore coming down here at all? So that's the bloom storage. Cool, there's 3 cool there. Why have we got... Let's have a look-see. So why is the... Dump that there. Right, so they can go... They can go and live in one of the emergency shelters, because I want to put the people who've been here the longest in here. Right, Let's have a look. See. Cottages, 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 cottages. So you're in shelter 2. So where's all the shelters then? You're in shelter 11. Shelter 3. Let's have a look-see. So that's shelter 3, shelter 2. So that's shelter 2. Let's call this one 4 then. Right, that can be shelter 4. Because otherwise I'm going to get confused. Won't let me change it. It's a bit annoying, that. What do I want? I mean, all I want to do is just change the name. But anyway, we've got of and Iden. Iden's probably been here a while. Well, I'll almost try and fit all of them in, to be fair. Ah, now that's got 4 of 4. Well, we had 6. Oh, right, I'm looking at the wrong house, that's why. Oh, I went to the wrong house. Fudgesicles. That explains a lot. I went in the wrong house. I'm scratching my head thinking, how did they manage to do that? Like, you want 8 and you want a bunch of sticks. Jeez Louise. Right, there might be some sticks lying around somewhere. Why have we got... Why have I got a wooden beam lying around here? That is shocking. Right, I'm going to put these over here. Just need about 7 sticks, I think. So that'll get 2 out, so then there's just 1 person left. I think. Should be some sticks around here. Oh no, we've used up all the sticks. Crikey, we've used up all of the sticks. Jeez Louise, what's the world coming to? Let's have a look-see. What are you? You're a piece of firewood. Then you're not what I'm looking for. There's some sticks. Aha! Right, let's see if that'll solve that problem. Jeez Louise, that's bright. I'm just saying. Coming through. Now, if this doesn't wake people up, I don't know what will. There you go. Yep, I thought that would do the job. Okay. Right, let's have a look. See, so we've got, I think there was Iden was, there's Iden there. I'm sure there was at least 1 more person. So that's R. Right, so I can't have to build another cottage. Jeez Louise. Right, so that's 1, that's 2. This will be 3. So if we assign, right, what does Fenor do then? So Fenor's a deer person. That's a bit of a waste, that. Right, well, since you're a deer person, I'm going to assign him to the marketplace down there, for at least for now, anyway. Oh, bicycles. So that gets shelter number 4. So that one will be number 5. So at least I know how many of them there actually are. Right, that'll be number 6. Yeah, that's better. So we've got 6 shelters. Only one of them's in use. So I've got a bit more wiggle room, but I'm gonna have to start adding more of these actual cottages. I mean, the barracks is there. The archers don't necessarily have to be close by. I could put the archers over there, for instance. But I think for now, I think we're kind of getting somewhere, except for somebody's leaving things lying around for some reason. I think we're now getting somewhere with the food. Hopefully that's been improved, because it's, at least there was some food there. I don't know where it's gone. There was some food, I swear. I did have some food at some point. Where does that go? There you go. I can go there. Maybe once that warehouse is upgraded, I can get somebody else to help during the day, and they can help, because there is quite a lot of work to do at a warehouse, to be fair. And at the moment, there's one person on day shift, one person on night shift. So it might help if I get more people in. But that requires that upgrade, which needed the 2 planks. I've now got 2 people working on here. I could have sworn there was before, but it seems not. So 1 on day shift, 1 on night shift, which is what I want. Stop things going pear-shaped here. But I think I need to sort tools out. I think that's going to be the next priority. Definitely tools. But of course, that's all for another episode.